Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is PJ. As you can see inside this video, I used job daily analysis on boom and crash index, and also on this channel kindly do well to subscribe to our channel, and this help us to reach more people. So guys, inside today's video I'm going to show you guys how to use this particular strategy to trade on your boom 1000 and crash 1000 on boom and crash index. So with this particular strategy, you can use this particular strategy to catch down the market, and you can also use it to catch up the spike in the market. So I will show you the setup of this strategy so that you can know how to set it up on your mobile phone and starting using it to trade. Guys, this is a very perfect entry for me, and as you can see now, this is what I'm going to explain inside this particular video. So number one thing that you need to understand is that we have our RSI, which is our two level here, which is we have the 90 level and we have the 10th level. So we have our band at this particular level. What we are going to be doing is very simple. Anytime we have our band reach our 10 level and we move it from the beginning of the screen, we move it to the end of the screen, and it still remain on that same level. That is when we are going to be having our accurate entry. You move your trade from this particular zone to this particular area, and it still remain on that 10 level. And the same thing also go for the 90 level. If you move it from the beginning to the end, it still stay on the 90 level. So let me show you guys how to do this. So what you are going to do is very simple. It's very simple to move it from your screen, from the end part to the current entry. You can see there's a particular arrow here. If you move this arrow to this particular place, that means your trade will start from this level. But if you move it to the last zone here, it means that your trade will begin at this level. So this one will give you a privilege to move your trade from beginning to the end of this particular trade, so that you can use this to identify if it's going to stay on the 90 level or it's going to stay on the 10th level. So that is how to do that. So now what we are going to be doing is that anytime we have our band that move on the 90 level, you check by moving your screen from beginning to the end, and with that you can easily identify the trade is accurate or not. So let's check some sample that we have on the trade. Like what you see here, you can see something here that we have the trend or the what on the 90-degree, but once we move it from, you see, once we move it forward, you will discover that that particular trade has come down. So that is to tell us that that particular place is not accurate. So we have another entry here, we have another confirmation entry here. So we are going to move it from beginning to the end. So let's move it from beginning to the end. We can see that it sits on that 90 level. It sits on that 90 level even when we move it from beginning to the end part. So we can see that it sits. So that means our entry is going to be somewhere around this particular trade, and we can see what the market did. The market go on the downtrend massively. You can see that, and currently now we still having the market running on a down entry. So we are going to be checking another one also. We're going to be checking another one. As you can see here, we see that we are going we have another zone on 10 level, and we are going to move our trade from beginning to the end to see if that particular spot is accurate or not. So we are going to move it from beginning to the end. We can see it's very accurate, so that means our entry will fall around this particular area, and we can see what happened. We have a massive spike in the market. So that is how you are going to be checking your market from time to time. You just wait, be patient enough to wait for the right time for you to enter your trade. Just look for that particular entry. So we are going to be checking these two, another entry here. We are going to be checking these two, and we're going to be moving it from beginning to the end and see how it works at this particular zone. We can see that. So let's check that. We can see we have another entry here. We can see what happened here. Our entry is going to be around there, and we have a down massive massive trade to take. And we have another one at this particular zone, and what you can see now is that we have our entry here, and we can see what the market did. We have another spike here. So that's exactly what you are going to be doing by checking it time to time. We have another confirmation here also. Our entry is going to be formed here, and we are going to be checking it down. So that is how to make use of this particular indicator. You just wait for the best time for you to what, to enter your trade. Confirm it by moving your trade. You can see there's another entry here. When we confirm it by moving it from beginning to the end, we can see that it sits on that 10th level. So that is to tell us that that particular entry is what is very accurate. So when you enter your trade, you can see that you catch up a spike massively. So don't go for all this, because you can see that they just reach the 90 level and they drop down. So you just look for the one that will permanently sit on that particular 90 degree, like this one now. We have another one here. You can see what happened here. We have a massive trade to catch. So that's how this particular strategy works. So let's just look for more. We can see we have another confirmation here also. We have another confirmation here. We can see what happened. Confirmation just confirm at this level, and our entry here, we can see what happened here. We have a massive spike to catch. So let me show you how this particular strategy works on how it works on our crash 1000. As you can see also, now currently now we have another entry confirm. So we are going to be moving it from beginning to the end. We move it from beginning to the end. You can see that it sits on the 90 level now. So that's to tell us that our market is going on a uptrend. So let me show you guys on how it works on crash 1000 on 1 minute time frames. So before I show you the setup of it, so let's see this. We can see this is crash 1000. So what we are looking for is an accurate entry for us to catch up our trade. As you can see here, this is an example of what we are looking for. So we are checking it. We are going to move it from beginning to the end, and we see if it sits on it. You can see it sits on it. So our entry is going to be somewhere around there, and what we can see is that the market is moving on the uptrend direction. So we just want to see how it works, and let's see how it looks like. So we have another entry here. We can see this move on a 90 degree. We can see what happened here. Our entry is going to be somewhere around there, and we have a massive spike. We have a massive spike on a downtrend. You can see what happened here on a downtrend. So that's an example of what you are going to be looking for every time. That's what you are going to be looking for every time. You can see, just look patient enough to wait for that particular time for you to catch up the trade successfully. So now I'm going to show you guys the setup of the strategy. We have our relative strength index. We have the period of 1. We have apply to close. We have our 2 level, which is 10 and 90. You can see that. And we have our color to be background of the color. You can see this particular color here is in the background of the color. We can see that. So what we are going to do now is very simple. Just do it. So if you are using white background, make sure you are using that white color here. So you click on save. Then the second thing is that we have our Bollinger Band, and which is the period of 10. We have the period of 10. We have the divisional to be 2.00. We have our shift to be 0. We have apply to close, and we have our level to be none. You can see that it works on all time frames. So you can choose any color of your choice around here. You can choose color of your choice, and you can design on how to increase the color at this level. And also we have our upper level and our lower level here to be at the same color. So as you can see now that we have 39 on the charts. We have 39 on the chart. So each of them represents this particular color that we have here. So that is how to set up this strategy. So and you click on save. Once you click on save, then you are going to have the same setup here the way you have it here on your charts. So don't forget guys, it works on boom 1000 and crash 1000, and also you can also try it on our boom 500 and crash 500. But as you can see now, we are using the second zoom level. This is the second zoom level. And also you can also try to use it on your higher time frames. You can use it on higher time frames like 1 hour. It works also better on 1 hour. It's something that you can decide towards to check out for. As you can see now, what you just need to do is to wait for that particular zone to move on that particular trend. Once it moves on that particular trend, then you begin to see the magic of this particular strategy. So you just use it to confirm that particular entry, and once it is confirmed, then you can easily do a catch up in your trade successfully every time. So guys, thanks for watching this particular video. And also guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. And if you are new to this channel, kindly help us to subscribe to this channel and do well to share it all around. Thanks guys.